Have you ever wondered if Jesus knew who would betray him? You know, throughout his entire ministry, Jesus was surrounded by a group of devoted followers, but only one of them would eventually betray him. So the question is, did Jesus know who this person was? And if he did, why didn't he just tell the others? Well, today we're going to dive into this intriguing mystery. We'll explore the events surrounding Jesus' Last Supper with his disciples and uncover the shocking revelation that will leave you in awe. Let's get started. But before we dive in, I'd like you to take a moment to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. If you enjoy thought-provoking content that explores the depths of the Christian faith, then this is the channel for you. We release new videos every week to keep you inspired and help you grow in your walk with Christ. In Luke chapter 22, verses 14 to 23, we read about an event that took place during the Last Supper that Jesus shared with his disciples. This wasn't just any ordinary meal. It was a Passover meal, a time when Jesus and his disciples commemorated the Israelites' deliverance from slavery in Egypt. But little did they know that this Passover meal would hold a shocking revelation about one of their own. As they were eating, Jesus announced that one of them would betray him. Can you imagine the shock and disbelief that must have filled the room? Each disciple probably looked at the other, wondering who among them could be the traitor. The weight of Jesus' words hung heavy in the air as they continued their meal. But Jesus didn't stop there. He went on to describe how this betrayal would happen. The traitor would do this after Jesus had been arrested. This detail added another layer of confusion. Why would someone betray him after his arrest? What possible motive could there be? The disciples, puzzled and deeply concerned, began to question one another. They wanted answers. They needed to understand who among them could be capable of such treachery. In their eyes, all of them were deeply committed to Jesus. The thought of one of their own betraying him seemed inconceivable. But amidst their confusion, Peter couldn't contain himself. He blurted out, "Even I would die with him, but I will never betray him." These words, spoken with conviction and confidence, echoed the sentiments of the other disciples. They were prepared to stand by Jesus, even if it meant facing death together. Their loyalty, though shaken by Jesus' announcement, remained steadfast. However, Jesus responded with a sobering statement. He told them that their loyalty, while commendable, would crumble under pressure. In the face of adversity, their true colors would show, and one of them would indeed betray him. To make matters even more dramatic, Jesus declared that this very disciple who had asked for this sign would be the one to orchestrate his betrayal. Can you imagine the shock and disbelief that must have followed these words? The disciple who had moments ago boasted about his unwavering loyalty was now being pointed to as the potential traitor. And the passage reveals the identity of this disciple, albeit not through name but through his actions. It was Judas Iscariot, the one who managed the group's finances, who betrayed Jesus. He was the one who would ultimately lead the crowd to Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, thus sealing his fate. So the answer to the question, did Jesus know who would betray him, is yes. He knew it was Judas Iscariot. But why didn't he just tell the other disciples? Perhaps Jesus wanted to teach them a valuable lesson about human nature and the deceptive ways of the enemy. By not revealing Judas's identity, Jesus allowed his disciples to confront their own biases and assumptions. He challenged them to look beyond appearances and recognize that even one of their own could be a vessel of deceit. This revelation serves as a reminder for us today that we should not judge others by their outward professions or positions. Instead, we must remain vigilant and rely on the Holy Spirit's guidance to discern the truth. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery as we explored the shocking revelation at the Last Supper. If you found this video insightful, we invite you to like and share it with your friends and family. Your engagement helps us reach more people with the message of Christ. If you haven't already, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. We release new content every week, and we'd love to have you in our growing community. May the words of Jesus during the Last Supper serve as a reminder for us to remain steadfast in our faith and to be discerning in a world filled with deception. Until next time, may the peace of Christ be with you.